He beats Teofimo. He'll be a 4-weight world champion. You know, I'm a 5-weight world champion, and I can see him becoming a 5-weight world champion as well.
Terence Crawford nearly slaps Teofimo Lopez SR and warns him Shakur will destroy your son. Right after the tense weigh-in, Crawford stepped in with authority, nearly slapping Teofimo Lopez Sr., sending a chilling message. This wasn't just posturing, it was a psychological strike. He made it clear that Shakur's skill and intensity in the ring will dominate, and any disrespect from Teofimo's camp will have consequences. The tension here isn't just for show. The stage is set for a fight filled with drama, fire, and raw stakes before the bell even rings.
Okay. Got some great fighters right there.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. explodes after Terence Crawford tries to slap him. The tension from the weigh-in boiled over as Teofimo Sr. reacted in disbelief and anger. Crawford's assertive move sent a clear message he isn't backing down from anyone, even the fighters' camp. Teofimo Sr.'s defensive outburst highlights the raw intensity surrounding this fight, but it also exposes cracks in his composure. Shakur's presence and Crawford's warning have already tilted the psychological battlefield in their favor.
Not into him, I just looked at him because he was staring the knife. Right? So I just stopped and looked at him. And then he just came and tried to hit me.
He tried to hit you? Hit you?
What do you think he tried to do?
He said something to you, though.
No, he didn't. What do you think?
What did he say to you?
What do you want? He didn't do that. Well, at least he was so he did what?
Terence Crawford angrily responds to Teofimo Lopez Sr. after their heated exchange. Crawford doesn't hold back, calling out Teofimo Lopez Sr. for his clownish antics and attempts to sell drama. He makes it clear that the fight isn't about his father, it's about Shakur facing Teofimo in the ring. This is a direct warning. Teofimo and his camp need to step aside because the real action belongs inside the ropes.
That you told him, because I know he was trying to get some antics towards you, and it didn't get to you.
No, I just told him about himself. He know what I said, but he got to stop being a clown, you know? Like, everybody not with the clown antics and things like that just because he want to sell a fight. It's cool to sell a fight, but I'm not fighting. Leave me alone. I'm retired. You don't got to make antics at me, you know.
Rolly Romero weighs in on Teofimo Lopez's chances to pull off an upset. While Romero acknowledges Teofimo's potential to shock the world, he makes it clear that the challenge is immense Shakur is not an easy target. Teofimo and his camp must press non-stop and bring something extraordinary or risk being dismantled. The stakes are high, and every move by Teofimo Lopez Sr. will be tested against Shakur's elite skill set.
What does the Teofimo upset look like?
Shock the world, right?
But like how? Stylistically, what does he have to do to kind of ruffle Shakur's feathers, kind of?
Press him the whole time. I mean, sure, if the Teofimo Lomachenko shows up, you know, there's a very interesting fight gonna happen. So.
Shakur Stevenson mocks a furious Teofimo Lopez Sr. behind the scenes at the weigh-in. Shakur's calm yet cutting taunts expose the cracks in Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s overinflated ego and his desperate attempts to project dominance. Every word from Shakur dismantles the illusions of grandeur that Teofimo and his camp cling to, showing that respect alone won't protect them from the psychological warfare Shakur is bringing into this fight.
Don't worry, bro. Nobody worry about your bitch ass. I've been respectful all my life. Man, fuck that. We're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Y'all got one more day. Y'all got one more day.
Y'all people dying to fucking kill my ass.
Look like we got to you. Look like we got to you. Look like we got to.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. boasts about his son, claiming there's no comparison to Shakur Stevenson's style. Overflowing with pride, he paints Teofimo as more entertaining, impactful, and versatile, highlighting every imagined advantage. But his grandiose statements reveal a camp overly confident in reputation rather than reality. Shakur's precision, skill, and tactical brilliance loom large, ready to challenge every exaggerated claim Teofimo Sr. makes before they even step in the ring.
Teo was the world champion. There is no comparison to Shakur's style and my son's style. My son is more entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Shannon Briggs points out that if Shakur Stevenson controls the pace and stays active, Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s confidence could crumble. He stresses that Shakur's defensive mastery forces any challenger, including Teofimo, to take risks. While Teofimo Sr. brags and builds hype around his son, Briggs highlights that in the ring, empty boasts won't matter. The fight will be won by precision, speed, and tactical execution.
Staying busy and Shakur, keeping Shakur defensive. If Shakur shows up and he don't let his hands go, then Teo get an advantage. But if Shakur start fast and they both go round for round, that's why I'm saying it's a 6-6, because I think they're going to go round for round.
Ade Oladipo raises a crucial point about Teofimo Lopez's potential vulnerability under pressure. While Teofimo Sr. talks up his son's skills, history shows that Boo's stamina and focus have wavered in high-stakes moments. Overconfidence can lead to mental lapses, and if Teofimo can't maintain control beyond early rounds, Shakur Stevenson's consistency and technical brilliance will expose every flaw, proving hype isn't enough in elite boxing.
That's the only thing I worry about, because I think technically he's brilliant. I think Adam Boo's outstanding, but I just think it's just that there, if he's not on top, which way will he go?
Here's the thing, and this is factual. Yeah, we have seen him break before, and you've seen him gas out and run out after 6 rounds against.
It's a fashion.
That was at welterweight, and I think that he was struggling desperately. I'm not making a defense for him because he still has to.
Floyd Mayweather highlights a key warning for Teofimo Lopez Sr. and his son, Shakur Stevenson, is not just skilled. He's frustratingly elusive and strategically sharp. Any attempt by Teofimo to bully or rush him could backfire, leading to total domination or even a stoppage. Mayweather implies that overconfidence, like what Teofimo Sr. displays publicly, is dangerous. In the ring, precision, patience, and timing beat hype every time. Teofimo Sr.'s theatrics won't save his son when Shakur methodically dismantles opportunities, proving that technical brilliance outshines bravado.
Now, everybody's saying decision. Could a stoppage be on the table? Because you said like frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. A stoppage is always in the works. These guys fighting with 8 ounces on no headgear. Anything happens.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes Shakur Stevenson's rare blend of intelligence and skill, a nightmare matchup for Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Teofimo. While Lopez Sr. builds hype, Shakur's defensive mastery and subtle power make him a different breed. Hearn notes that although Shakur isn't a knockout artist, his technical precision and countering ability render any overconfident attack from Teofimo futile. This fight isn't just about strength or punch volume, it's mental chess. Teofimo Sr.'s attempts to intimidate will clash with Shakur's ring IQ, exposing gaps in Lopez's offense, while Stevenson's consistency keeps him in complete control from bell to bell.
I think I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys, I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite different. Do you know what I mean? Like Shakur, I say defensive, I think that's a bit harsh on Shakur, but he's not a huge puncher, but defensively and skill-wise, he's right up there.
He's a real technical fighter.
Oh, phenomenal.
Connor Ben breaks down why Teofimo Lopez Sr. clings to his son's explosive potential while underestimating Shakur. He calls Lopez unorthodox and savage, but Ben subtly points out that hype doesn't guarantee results. Shakur's discipline and calculated approach can neutralize Teofimo's raw aggression. Lopez Sr.'s constant media theatrics may push his son toward risky strategies that Shakur will exploit. Ben's insight shows that while Teo can surprise, it would require more than brute force. He needs perfect execution, which is unlikely under pressure. In short, Lopez Sr.'s swagger might be his own undoing in front of a composed, clinical Stevenson.
You too. Where's the reaction to the presser?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good.
Who are you favouring on Saturday night?
I hope Teo does it, but I think Shakur will win. But I hope Teo does it, and I think Teo can. If anyone can do it, it'd be Teo.
Why would it be Teo?
Because he's explosive, he's unorthodox, he's tricky, and he's a savage.
Duke McKenzie exposes Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s overconfidence, thinking his son can outsmart a slick southpaw like Shakur Stevenson is wishful. He explains that Shakur's mastery of the pocket and shoulder roll defense makes conventional attacks useless. Teofimo Sr.'s pride and insistence on hype could push his son into predictable traps. Duke points out that Lopez cannot rely on power or aggression alone. Against Shakur's tactical brilliance, any misstep is immediately punished. This is a classic mismatch of ego versus strategy. While Teofimo Sr. builds a narrative of superiority, the reality in the ring favors a mentally sharp, highly adaptable Stevenson.
So Shakur Stevenson might start this fight an odds-on favourite because he's Shakur Stevenson, you know, the next Pernell Whitaker, the southpaw, the slick southpaw. But I've studied him, and you know what he does really badly, just in my opinion. Shakur Stevenson, he likes to sit in the pocket, right, and he goes back to the rope, sticks his hands up, and he tries to pot shot and do the shoulder roll and waits for you and throws an uppercut or a straight left. You can't do that with
Johnny Nelson highlights Shakur Stevenson's adaptability and growth, stressing that adding weight has only enhanced his ability to fight at a higher pace. For Teofimo Lopez Sr., this is a nightmare scenario. His son's raw aggression and flashy style won't be enough to overwhelm a fighter who can absorb, counter, and control the pocket. Shakur's improved strength and stamina allow him to sustain relentless pressure while maintaining precision, exposing any reckless attack by Teofimo. Nelson implies that Lopez Sr.'s confidence in his son could backfire, as Stevenson's ring intelligence and conditioning make him far more dangerous than any hype or theatrics could suggest. The fight will test Lopez's ego against Stevenson's calculated skill.
I think this is what Shakur Stevenson is capable of doing. So even though you're saying he fights in the pocket, he's put weight on so he can hold the weight a lot better and fight a lot better, more at a higher pace.
Shakur's coach emphasizes Stevenson's extensive experience against elite competition, making him battle-tested far beyond what Teofimo Lopez Sr. might anticipate. From sparring with top-tier fighters across the USA to early victories against fighters like Lomachenko, Shakur has faced every style imaginable. Lopez Sr.'s tendency to hype his son as a future star is undermined by the reality that Stevenson has already conquered top-level opposition. This isn't just confidence, it's a warning. Overestimating Teo could be disastrous. Stevenson's preparation, intelligence, and ring awareness mean that any impulsive strategy or miscalculated aggression from Teofimo will be systematically dismantled. Lopez Sr.'s theatrics will not match Stevenson's tactical dominance in the ring.
Because if you look at it, you'll find out when we first sparred Lomachenko at 17 and beat his ass. That's why they never gave us a fight with Lomachenko. They gave motherfuckers like Teofimo and them fights with Lomo and them guys like that. So, you know, when we go to the camps, we want to let everybody know. You'll find out if you listen, you do enough of me, you'll find that Shakur have been in every damn top fighter in USA. And
Amont Roach Sr. praises the fight as a showcase of two elite fighters in their primes, but leans toward Shakur Stevenson. While Teofimo Lopez Sr. builds hype around his son, Lamont underlines that Stevenson's discipline, precision, and ring IQ make him the more complete fighter. This bout exemplifies old-school boxing values: skill, strategy, and adaptability over showmanship. Teofimo Sr.'s reliance on theatrics could push his son into risky exchanges, while Shakur methodically exploits openings. For fans, it's thrilling, but the reality is clear. Stevenson's calculated approach and ability to control pace likely outweigh Lopez's explosive tendencies, making Teo's upset far from guaranteed.
I'm a lean towards the show. That's a great fight for the fans. See like the top competition going against each other. You know, that's old school boxing. Them two young fighters stepping in the ring against each other in their primes. It's a great match. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna edge Shakur on that one. I like
Canelo Alvarez breaks down the key difference. Teofimo Lopez Sr. may tout his son's all-around abilities, but Shakur Stevenson's intelligence and technical precision compensate for any lack of raw power. Lopez Sr.'s overconfidence in his son's offensive arsenal could be exploited by a fighter who doesn't need to rely on one-punch knockouts. Stevenson's versatility, timing, and defensive mastery make him a dangerous puzzle for any overhyped opponent. Alvarez implies that while Teo has tools, they may be insufficient when facing a smart, adaptable southpaw like Shakur, whose control and tactical awareness neutralize flashy bravado, leaving Lopez Sr.'s hype exposed as hollow.
He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but sometimes when you that kind of fighter, you don't.
Terence Crawford stresses that Shakur Stevenson isn't just another southpaw, he's a level above anyone Teofimo Lopez Sr. has fought. While Lopez Sr. hypes his son as a generational talent, Stevenson has consistently outperformed orthodox fighters, showcasing superior adaptability and strategy. Crawford implies that any attempt by Teo to bully or outmaneuver Shakur will fail, as Stevenson's precision and composure render him difficult to hit and predict. This is a masterclass waiting to happen, where Lopez Sr.'s theatrics and his son's raw talent are tested against an elite, intelligent, and highly seasoned technician in Stevenson.
You know, Teofimo has done real well against southpaws, but Shakur have done real well against orthodox fighters. Shakur is not the average southpaw that Teofimo has been fighting, so that's why I say Shakur is levels above those fighters that he's been.
The stakes in this fight couldn't be higher. Shakur Stevenson isn't just stepping in the ring. He's bringing decades of experience, elite ring IQ, and the kind of discipline that can dismantle even the flashiest fighters. Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s hype and his son's raw aggression face a cold reality. Stevenson thrives under pressure and punishes mistakes. But Teo has explosive power, unorthodox angles, and a killer instinct that could shock the world if he connects early. Mentally, Shakur appears calmer and more calculated, while Teofimo Sr.'s overconfidence could put his son at risk. This is more than a fight, it's a clash of brains versus brawn, strategy versus ego. Are you backing Shakur to dominate, or is Teofimo ready to pull off the upset? Drop your thoughts in the comments.